when Andrew went abroad for his white moonlight. He only had his brother relayed to me. We're not compatible. In a fit of anger, I seduced his brother. The arranged marriage never specified who it would be with. Marry me instead. The man's usually composed and calm face flushed with color, and he didn't refuse. Later, when we were caught kissing by Andrew, he went berserk and smashed everything. Benjamin, you lied to me. You promised you'd tell Clara to wait for my return. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Subscribe us to read wonderful novels every day. Now the story begins. Before I was even born, our two families had arranged a childhood betrothal. Everyone knew I'd been Andrew's little shadow since childhood, devoted to him wholeheartedly. But he still doesn't like me. Even went abroad to study, just to follow in the footsteps of his white moonlight. Afraid I might interfere. I was the last to know. His brother Benjamin told me. Andrew asked me to tell you. He paused, concealing the emotions in his eyes. Clara, he said you two aren't compatible. Stop waiting for him. I've followed Andrew for over 20 years. For him, I gave up the prestigious University A to apply to B University. For him, I gave up inheriting the family business, abandoned my own dreams, and instead entered the Clement household, starting from the very bottom, just to be a little closer to him. Andrew would angrily throw away the gifts I received and warn male classmates to stay away from me. Yet the next day, he would ask me to deliver love letters to his white moonlight for him. When others teased us about our arranged marriage, Andrew would coldly tell them to shut up. But the next moment, he'd wrap his arm around my shoulder, laughing carefreely. Who dared to bully my Clara? They won't get away with it. A slap followed by a sweet date. Hold me tightly by your side. He knows I would always forgive him. But this time, I'm truly exhausted. And it's not just him who's trapped by this so-called arranged marriage. A shadow fell before my eyes. Looking up, I saw Benjamin standing in front of me. Perhaps fearing I was too heartbroken, he deliberately leaned in to check on me. Unlike the unrestrained Andrew, Benjamin inherited the family business at the age of 18. Though he was decisive and authoritative in business, he remained humble and courteous in private. He reached out to wipe the tears from the corner of my eye. A flicker of unreadable emotion passed through his eyes. Don't cry, okay? Warm fingertips brushed across my cheek. It sent a shiver down my spine. Benjamin's woody scent drifted into my nostrils. I realized we were standing too close, pushed him away in a flurry. Thank you for your concern, Benjamin. I'm fine. Benjamin was suddenly pushed away but didn't get angry. It's okay. I know I'm not Andrew, so I can't make you happy just by looking at me. I was just worried about you. I'm really fine. Andrew said we're not compatible, so I won't bother him anymore. After saying that, I turned to leave, but Benjamin grabbed the hem of my clothes. What about the arranged marriage between the two families? I'll have my father call it off. It was just a private agreement between two families anyway. Childhood betrothals like this hold no legal weight. Hearing this, Benjamin understood. It's fine, but will Uncle agree to call off the engagement? I fell silent. I know that's difficult. The Clement family has been thriving in recent years. My father intends for me to marry Andrew to gain greater commercial benefits. I'm just a tool, nothing more. Every time I bring up ending the arranged marriage with him, he claims it gives him a heart attack. I had a fight with Andrew, and without hesitation, he made me apologize, giving me no chance to refuse, putting me on the chopping block, between a rock and a hard place. But this time, no matter what, I must break off the arranged marriage. Benjamin seemed to have guessed what was on my mind. He sighed along with me. If the Franklin family had another daughter, he wouldn't be forcing you to marry Andrew. Meeting his exceptionally clear gaze, I fell into deep thought. I'm the only child in my family, but the Clement family has 2 children. Clara, what are you thinking about? Benjamin asked me seriously about my condition. The next second, I stood on tiptoe and kissed him on the cheek. Wrapping my arms around his neck, I let out a soft sigh. The arranged marriage didn't specify who it would be with, so marry me instead. A flush spread across the man's usually composed and calm face. He stammered, unable to get a single word out. Seeing his reaction, I immediately regretted my words. In a fit of anger, I actually thought about seducing the radiant and noble Benjamin. He has always treated me like his own little sister. When I was little and quarreled with Andrew, he would always take my side in the dispute. I am ashamed of my actions. Just about to let go, Benjamin's large hand wrapped around my waist, pulling me into his embrace. Their bodies pressed completely against each other. I could even hear the sound of each other's heartbeats. I can no longer tell if it's his or mine. His voice was hoarse as he said, "All right. I agree." "Agree to what?" Benjamin repeated again. "Clara, I'll marry you." I stood frozen in place, processing those few simple words. Benjamin actually agreed to marry me. Why? Because he didn't want to be criticized for Andrew's matter. So he was willing to sacrifice himself to fulfill his brother's love. "Benjamin, you don't have to do this. I understand. You still want to wait for Andrew to return. Don't worry. Although Andrew went this time to find Heather, he won't stay there for too long. You can wait for him to come back and then fulfill the engagement." I quickly shook my head. "I'm not waiting for Andrew. I know. It's hard to give up on loving someone. Tomorrow I'll tie Andrew up and bring him back for you to marry. It's really not because of Andrew." But Benjamin didn't seem to believe it. To prove myself, I gritted my teeth and stomped my foot. "Benjamin, will you be my boyfriend? Starting right now." "Sounds good." Benjamin promptly agreed to my request, reached out and tightly interlaced his fingers with mine. "We can give dating a try. Clara, I just worry it might be too difficult for you." On my way home from work, my mind was in complete turmoil. I can't believe I just muddled through and Benjamin became boyfriend and girlfriend like this. I told my best friend about it. She was shocked. "Did you owe the old Clement family a life in your past life? The younger brother is gone. And now here comes the older one. Benjamin and Andrew are different." I hurriedly retorted. "Benjamin is inherently a good person." Agreeing to my unreasonable demands was also out of fear of putting me in a difficult position. Even afterward, my father still refused to cancel the engagement. "Marrying Benjamin is still better than marrying Andrew." My best friend sighed. "What a toxic relationship. That poor woman was completely under his thumb. But it's good you finally decided to give up on Andrew. When I get back from my business trip, we'll celebrate properly to wash away the bad luck." Okay. She'd long disapproved of my pathetic puppy love behavior toward Andrew. We chatted a bit more about random things. I ended the conversation and went to bed. In the dream, there was unexpectedly Benjamin. He was unlike his usual calm self, kissing my cheek, restraining me, with obsession in his eyes. "Clara, I won't let go." A dream too absurd. After waking up, I kept recalling the details of the dream. Opening my social feed, the first thing that caught my eye was Andrew's post. A dazzling fireworks photo. The most beautiful fireworks are only meant for the one you love the most to see. It's obvious that the "you" refers to Heather. I still can't suppress the sour ache in my heart. I love watching fireworks so much. I've begged Andrew many times to watch them with me, but he always stood me up. He said, "Just some lousy fireworks. What's so great about them?" He doesn't understand my obsession. Such a romantic thing as fireworks should be enjoyed together by those in love. Andrew never loved me. Coming back to my senses, I patted my face to calm myself down. Since I've decided to give up, I must never look back. After blocking all of Andrew's contact information, I instantly felt much more at ease. 6. Today is the weekend with no work. I'm rarely able to rest at home. I cooked myself a big meal to reward myself for the hard work over the past 5 days. In the evening, I was curled up on the sofa playing video games. Suddenly, my phone rang. It was Benjamin calling. I pressed the answer button. Benjamin's voice came through. "Assistant, I cut my hand. Buy some iodine and bandages for wound treatment and bring them over." Hearing this, I asked anxiously, "You hurt your hand? Is it serious?" There was silence on the other end for a few seconds. It seemed like he just realized he had dialed the wrong number. "It's nothing. Just a broken glass. Accidentally cut my hand. Bled a little. It's not serious. Really not serious at all." If it really wasn't serious, why would he emphasize it so many times? I quickly sat up from the couch. "Where are you right now?" "Benjamin, I'm your girlfriend, don't you dare lie to me." "Fine, I'll wait for you." When I rushed to the private booth at the bar with the first aid supplies, many people's eyes widened in surprise. They know me. Naturally, they also know about my past entanglement with Andrew. Now, I've suddenly transformed into Benjamin's girlfriend. At a glance, I spotted Benjamin sitting there. He just pressed a tissue to the wound. The blood soaked through the paper. A shocking sight. Benjamin remained stubborn, smiling at me. "It's really not serious. If you'd come any later, it might have healed already." There's no way such a big wound would heal on its own. I quickly grabbed his hand, disinfected it, and then bandaged it up. Benjamin didn't resist, letting me handle it. "Clara, sorry for taking up your weekend time." "Benjamin, we're a couple now. Don't ever say you're bothering me again." He nodded with a smile. "Okay." He gazed at the bandage I'd applied to his cheek, the corners of his mouth curling even more. After finishing the bandaging, he looked at the bow I'd tied. Clara's bandaging skills are on par with professional techniques. Someone blurted out in response. Back then, Clara always used to bandage Andrew's wounds, and she was really professional at it. Someone nearby quickly covered his mouth, but Benjamin's face still darkened. The atmosphere around him grew intensely heavy. Indeed, Clara and Andrew are a better match. I can't force it. Benjamin, don't take his words to heart. From now on, I have nothing to do with Andrew anymore. He seemed to realize his own outburst. He gave my palm a gentle squeeze, comforting me. He said, "It's okay, Clara. If later Andrew comes back and you find you still love him, I'll help bring you two together. Don't worry." My nose tingled with sourness. Indeed, dreams and reality are opposites. How could such a good person prepare a room full of indescribable items, obsessively determined to keep me? I quickly shook my head. Benjamin, you're my boyfriend. I won't love anyone else. Believe me. All right, Clara, it's too late. Let me take you home. The moment before Andrew and I walked out of the private room hand in hand, heard the murmurs inside. What a beast. Stealing from his own brother. He deliberately hurt himself. Can't compare. Really can't compare. I wondered what they were discussing. When I looked over, everyone fell silent in unison. Benjamin stood behind me, giving them a deep look. It sends chills down your spine. Let's go. Benjamin snapped me out of my thoughts. Benjamin had been drinking, and his right hand was injured, so I had to drive him home first. It's a full moon tonight. There will be fireworks. As soon as he finished speaking, the launched fireworks lit up the sky not far away. Andrew even specially asked me for some money, saying he wanted to set off fireworks. That guy. He's always known how to make girls happy since he was little. Spending a fortune, just to bring a smile to his white moonlight. Realized they had said something wrong. Benjamin quickly said, "Clara, don't take it to heart. Maybe Andrew didn't mean it that way. It's fine. No need to make excuses for him." Arriving at Benjamin's villa gate, I waved at him. Good night. But Benjamin blocked my path. His tone sounded somewhat aggrieved. Seems I forgot my keys. But your place seems to have a fingerprint lock. Benjamin shook his hand, which was wrapped up like a boxing glove. Forget about fingerprints. Not even a single finger is visible. Forgot about that. I took out my phone. I'll call a locksmith. No need to trouble yourself. Benjamin sat on the steps by the door. It's too late. I'll just sleep here for the night. That won't do. It's so cold out. And your hand is injured. How could we let him sleep on the streets? It's fine. When I was little, I was often locked outside all night. His voice was filled with bitterness. Yet he forced a light tone. I'm used to it. Benjamin was his parents' first child. The young couple, first-time parents, had no idea how to discipline. Punishment became their only method. Later Andrew was born. They finally realized the flaws in their educational approach. Yet the one who wasn't compensated was Benjamin. From then on, Andrew was spoiled as he grew up. I also felt sad following Benjamin's narrative. Benjamin, you can stay at my place tonight. Would that be inconvenient? It's fine. Very convenient. I didn't waste any more words with Benjamin. He was stuffed into the passenger seat. The hazy moonlight concealed the triumphant smile in someone's eyes. I tidied up the guest room for Benjamin to rest. The bathroom is on the left. Toiletries and towels are in the first cabinet. Just call me if you have any questions. Yeah, having arranged everything properly, I finally felt at ease and returned to my bedroom. I planned to continue the unfinished game from earlier, but as soon as I logged in, I received a private message in the game. Why did you block me? This is Andrew's account. Forgot about the game account that slipped through the net. I didn't waste time explaining. Blocked as well. The world has quieted down. Just finished a round of gaming. Getting ready to tidy up and rest. The phone received a call from an unfamiliar number. I pressed answer. Hello. I'm not interested in buying property, investments, or health supplements. The 5 million expenditure was for buying an elephant. After finishing my sentence, I was about to hang up, but then I heard a familiar voice from the other end. Clara, it's me. Andrew spoke with a hint of weariness in his voice. Andrew, do you need something? Abandoned by your white moonlight again. Coming to me for comfort. There was a sound of movement outside the door. I heard Andrew say, "Did you see the fireworks I posted on my moments?" What you post on your moments has nothing to do with me. Clara, can you not hang up just yet? I have something to say to you. As he finished speaking, the door opened, drenched from head to toe. Benjamin wore a look of frustration. Clara, I'm not very good at using your water heater. Could you show me how? Benjamin's voice came through the receiver, heard by Andrew. He panicked. Why is there a man's voice on your end? It's so late. Why is there a man at your place? Clara, too noisy. I hung up directly, and blocked this phone number as well. Let's go. I'll teach you. Benjamin glanced at the darkened phone screen. Was it Andrew who called you? Yeah. Am I interrupting you too? Actually, I can manage on my own. Shouldn't you go check on Andrew? He just went through a breakup and must be feeling terrible. Sure enough, I was abandoned by the white moonlight again. I shook my head. Don't mind him. Benjamin, don't forget you're my boyfriend. Benjamin smiled. Right, I am your boyfriend. After teaching Benjamin how to use the water heater, I returned to the room. Before long, I heard Benjamin calling my name again. When I went out, all I saw was Benjamin wearing nothing but a pair of briefs. The water on his body hadn't been wiped dry yet. Droplets sliding down his hair. They trailed over his chest and abs, then down to an unspeakable area. I swallowed hard. Calm down. Don't act like such a creep. What's wrong? My hand is injured and just got wet. Seems a bit inconvenient to put on clothes. Benjamin swallowed hard. Clara, could you help me? His calm demeanor made it seem like he was just asking me what's for dinner. It's too ambiguous. Seeing me hesitate, Benjamin added, it's okay if it's inconvenient. It's hard for me to refuse. I took out a new set of pajamas and carefully helped Benjamin put them on. Afraid of touching something I shouldn't. Benjamin is quite cooperative. Just looking at the men's pajamas I'm wearing. Frowning slightly. Are these pajamas Andrew's? Would he be angry if he knew? No, it's not. Last time I bought pajamas, the seller sent the wrong style. Later, they sent me another set for women and told me I didn't need to return this one. So I kept it. Hearing my explanation, Benjamin visibly relaxed. Surprisingly, this men's pajama set fits perfectly. I helped Benjamin fasten his buttons, accidentally brushing against his chest muscles. The tips of my ears instantly turned red. I hastily withdrew my hand. Benjamin teased. Clara, are you feeling shy? I don't have it. I heard Benjamin's laughter. He was laughing at me. I looked up and gave him a resentful glance. Don't laugh at me. Okay. After a flustered struggle, I finally managed to get dressed. Benjamin wrapped his arm around my waist, not letting me go. As the two of us struggled, Benjamin and I fell to the ground together. His first concern was for me. Did you hurt yourself anywhere? And no, I'm fine. Our bodies pressed close together. Somewhere is truly impossible to ignore. The silk pajamas carry an even more conspicuous scent, as if trying to cover something up. But your face is so red. Are you feeling unwell somewhere? I'm not unwell. Benjamin, it's a bit awkward. Could you get up? Please. With that, I closed my eyes in shame. I couldn't face anyone. Benjamin took a moment to react before realizing what I meant. My face turned red, yet he still held me captive. As I opened my eyes to assess the situation, he planted a kiss. The kiss was lingering and passionate. Benjamin gentle yet domineering, gradually stealing away my breath. Unknowingly, I became lost in it, unable to resist. As the kiss ended, Benjamin released me. Good night, my girlfriend. I fled back to my room, my heart still pounding wildly. When I woke up, it was already 10 in the morning. Benjamin left long ago. He left a note. I made some porridge for you. It's being kept warm in the pot. Remember to eat it. You shouldn't skip breakfast, especially with stomach problems. A boundless warmth welled up in my heart. I sent a message to Benjamin while drinking porridge. Good morning, boyfriend. The porridge is delicious. He replied instantly. Boyfriend received. Not busy. I'm taking leave today, but right now, the company is busy. Benjamin replied, slacking off during the meeting. So even the boss slacks off during meetings. I've been waiting for a message from the most important person. Reluctant to put down my phone. Did you get it? I'm chatting with her now. Only then did I realize. Benjamin said I'm the most important person. Benjamin, you're quite the charmer. Be honest. Have you said this to every girlfriend you've had? Even I didn't realize the tinge of jealousy in my question. I know nothing about Benjamin's romantic history. You're my first love. If I'm lying, the Clement family will go bankrupt tomorrow. Reading this message, I was shocked that Benjamin has been single for so many years. Almost 30 now. I took 3 days off to carefully plan my future path. I initially joined the Clement household for the sake of Andrew. There's no need to stay any longer now. My dream used to be opening an art gallery. I really love painting. I love it so much that even when my father forced me to do many things I disliked, he couldn't stop me from learning to paint. He scolded me for not focusing on my studies, broke my easel, and burned my paintings. But all it did was make me more determined. He stopped caring anymore. Later, because of Andrew's words, Heather needs to win first place in this competition to secure admission to her dream school. Clara, can you give up the competition? You lack nothing. Put down the paintbrush. Heather successfully won first place in that art competition, securing admission to the art academy, but left Andrew behind. Andrew said sorrowfully, "I'll never like girls who learn painting again." I never picked up a paintbrush again after that. As I dug out the dusty art supplies from the family storage room, I cursed my past self for being so foolish. To think I gave up my own future just to please a man. The brush falls into my hand again, familiar yet unfamiliar. Yet it feels oddly comforting. I struggle with what to paint. After much deliberation, I paint a mermaid. It's a profile picture my best friend has been wanting me to draw for her. But at that time, I was afraid Andrew would be upset if he found out I was drawing again. So I didn't agree. After finishing the drawing, I took a photo and sent it to my best friend. She replied instantly, "This is divine. I bow down to you, Master. I'm out of practice." Nonsense. My Clara is famously talented at art. You're not surprised at all that I've started painting again. Not surprised. Just like the mermaid in this painting, she'll pass through darkness to reach the light. Though the path is rugged, she was only temporarily lost, never giving up on finding herself. My Clara is simply the best. My nose tingled with sourness as a tear fell. It landed right on the still wet painting, like the sun rising over the sea. The mermaid finally chased the light. Same here. I went to the company to handle resignation procedures and hand over my work. A pair of slender hands suddenly tapped on my desk. I followed the hands with my gaze. What I saw was Benjamin's face. "Come with me for a moment." "Okay." After entering the office, Benjamin asked me, "Why do you want to resign?" "I actually don't really like my current job and industry. I want to start painting again and open an art gallery." I blurted all this out in one go. I await judgment. Benjamin, being such a rule follower, would probably think painting is an impractical pursuit. Benjamin might dislike me because of this. This thought fills my mind, and I can't suppress the sadness. But Benjamin leaned in closer. At the gallery opening, would I be honored to be invited by the great artist for a visit? His eyes sparkled, still carrying a hint of anticipation. I hesitated for a second before replying, "Yes." "Benjamin, don't you think my painting is just a waste of time?" "No, it's your passion. I thought you wouldn't like me going to paint." It seems these businessmen all prefer to find a virtuous and obedient wife. One must take care of the family and sacrifice oneself to support their careers. Benjamin asked, "If I said I didn't like you painting, would you give it up?" Hearing this, my heart sank. As expected, men all think the same way. I stammered, unsure how to respond. Benjamin spoke up first. "Whether I like it or not, you shouldn't give up. Clara, I hope every decision you make is true to yourself, not to please or cater to someone else's preferences." I was utterly moved, couldn't hold back the tears, threw myself into Benjamin's arms. "But Benjamin, I want to paint, and collecting materials might take me all over the world. I won't be able to stay by his side all the time anymore. We might even see each other less and less." Benjamin wiped away my tears and said cheerfully, "Then I'm really lucky to have a wife who's seen the world." The initial preparations for the gallery went relatively smoothly. Apart from my father knowing that I left Clement's house, he made another scene, saying I've grown wings and refused to obey discipline. I packed up my belongings at home and left. "I'm an adult. I have my own freedom. You're the child I raised, so you should listen to me." "Did you upset Andrew again?" "I told you to, Dad." I firmly cut off his rhetoric. "There's absolutely no chance between Andrew and me. How dare you? I'll disown you as my daughter." Using this trick again, he knew that after my mom passed away, he was the only family I had left in this world, so he always threatens to cut ties. In the past, I always gave in, but this time I calmly said, "As you wish." My father was so angry he wanted to hit me. The arriving Benjamin blocked the flying teacup. "Benjamin, what brings you here? Come in, come in." He has always been polite to Benjamin. Benjamin looked up, scanning the mess in the room. "No, Uncle. I'm here today to pick up Clara. I'll visit you another time." He took my hand, his gesture intimate. "Clara is my girlfriend, and she'll eventually be Andrew's sister-in-law." Upon hearing this, My father grinned obsequiously. I've always said that Benjamin and my Clara are a match made in heaven. I ignored it, pulling Benjamin away. In the car, I received a message from my father. You must hold on tightly to Benjamin. No more childish tantrums allowed. Now the Clement household is entirely under Benjamin's control. My father naturally wouldn't let it go. Reading the message, I felt a terrible headache coming on, resting with a hand on the forehead. The car pulls over by the roadside. Benjamin turns to look at me. Are you feeling unwell? It's nothing. I show him the message from my dad. With a helpless sigh. If my father finds out we're together, he'll only become even more relentless. You've already had a firm hold on me for a long time. Benjamin raised an eyebrow. All that's left is for you to be yourself. Okay. When she learned I was opening an art gallery, my best friend made a special trip back from out of town to help me. She had long been a renowned designer, yet she was willing to turn down all her work to wholeheartedly help me with the preparations. I joked, how much does the great designer want as payment? She casually slung her arm over my shoulder, pretending to ponder. Then get me a set of Thomson Riviera first. You're certainly not shy about asking. Is that too much? Go ask around and see how expensive it is to hire me. If it's that expensive, then I'll bestow upon you the title of noble person. Your Majesty is wise. We were making a ruckus, as if we had returned to our college days. When she and Benjamin first met, I introduced them. This is my boyfriend, Benjamin. This is my best friend Jamie. Jamie looked Benjamin up and down, then nodded. Long time no see, Benjamin. When did they meet? We sat down to order. Jamie quietly told me. During college, Benjamin approached me on his own. He wanted me to pass on the gifts he bought for you, but made me promise not to tell you. So all those dream-come-true gifts, the gifts I wished for today and found on my desk tomorrow, all came from Benjamin. I gaze at the man across from me who's meticulously cutting my steak, narrowing my eyes slightly. Benjamin seems to have been plotting this longer than I anticipated. If you hadn't been so fixated on Andrew back then, I would have tried to set you two up. Benjamin wouldn't allow it though, he was afraid of disturbing you. It's all right. Two people truly meant for each other will never lose their way. Benjamin just happened to pass the steak over. He asked me, what are you talking about? Nothing much. Just saying Benjamin, I really like you. The soft lighting of the Western restaurant gently illuminated the scene. The man's cheeks flushed red. He responded softly, me too. I really like you. We gazed at each other affectionately for quite a while. Jamie had already finished an entire steak by himself. Burp. This dog food. No. Burp. I mean this steak. Really fills you up. We all laughed. My career is progressing steadily. My relationship with Benjamin also heated up quickly. I stayed up all night painting and now have heavy dark circles under my eyes. The next day, Jamie gave me a mysterious smile. After I pressed her, she finally said, your Benjamin really has no sense of chivalry. Doesn't he know you have work during the day? I finally understood what she meant. Pretending to be angry and about to hit her. Benjamin and I haven't reached that stage yet. You two have been dating for almost half a year. Besides, Benjamin has had designs on you for a long time. How could he possibly hold back? She paused, looking at me with concern. He's not incapable, is he? A top-tier eligible bachelor pushing 30. Yet he's remained single all this time. That in itself is suspicious. I also fell into deep thought. Could it be Benjamin was actually feeling inferior because of this matter? Which made him hesitate to approach me. Benjamin learned about it that night and took practical action to dispel the rumors. It just caused me a lot of trouble. The dark circles under my eyes have gotten worse. During the holiday, I was invited to Clement's house. I didn't expect Andrew to be back too. After dinner, Benjamin pulled into the garden and kissed. The usually composed person's breath became uneven. Yet I found it utterly delightful. The next moment, Andrew's voice rang out. Bro. Benjamin frowned in displeasure, shielding me behind him. Something up. Andrew approached. Have you seen Clara? I couldn't find her just now. Benjamin hadn't answered yet. Andrew greeted me with a smile. If you haven't seen her, I won't keep you in sis-in-law any longer. Sis-in-law. I'm Andrew. When we were abroad, my brother often mentioned. His voice abruptly stopped. He saw me. After hesitating for a long time, he finally asked in a trembling voice, Clara, what are you doing here? Benjamin no longer hid the truth and pulled me into an embrace. Introducing. She is my girlfriend Clara. You should call her sister-in-law. You're lying to me. We are indeed together. Andrew was on the verge of breaking down. You said you'd introduce me to your girlfriend when I got back. You didn't tell me it was Clara. I even foolishly wished you happiness together. Benjamin, you tricked me. You clearly promised to tell Clara to wait for my return. He swung his fist, hitting Benjamin on the shoulder. I gasped, trying to intervene, but was pushed away by Benjamin. Stayed away from the fight. He straightened up and looked at Andrew. What obligation does she have to keep waiting for you? Andrew, how many times has Clara stood right where you could see her if you just turned around? And what did you do? You're the one who betrayed her sincerity. I didn't. Andrew had reddened eyes from crying and wouldn't let go of my hand. Clara, listen to me. I never thought about leaving you. I went abroad just to explain everything clearly in person to Heather. I wanted to come back and marry you. Andrew, do you think that just because you say you'll marry me, I should be grateful, forget all the unhappiness, and be with you? No, that's not what I meant. I was too young before and couldn't see my true feelings. But I can see my heart clearly. Andrew, I don't love you. It's just that everyone around me tells me I'll marry him someday, making me mistakenly believe that he's the only one for me. The quarrel alarmed Mr. Clement. Mrs. Clement, what's wrong? Benjamin shows our hands tightly clasped together. I'm with Clara now. Mr. Clement has always been very kind to both of us. Yet I still feel uneasy inside, after being entangled with their other son for so long. She turned around and got together with this son. Benjamin sensed my hesitation but didn't let go of my hand. Don't worry, I've got your back no matter what, Andrew shouted. No way. Clara and I were betrothed since childhood. It's me. Benjamin glared at him coldly, his tone laced with sarcasm. The arranged marriage between our families never specified who it would be with. Enough. Stop arguing. Mr. Clement looked at our tightly clasped hands and sighed. Benjamin, come with me to the study. I have something to say to you. I felt particularly uneasy. He wouldn't hit Benjamin, would he? Benjamin gave me a reassuring gesture and followed upstairs. Clara, come with me for a moment. Mrs. Clement and I walked to the front yard. She hadn't even spoken yet. I nervously answered first. Auntie, Benjamin and I are truly in love. She burst into laughter. She took my hand. I didn't say I wanted to separate you two. You mean, I can tell. Benjamin really likes you. You love him too. What a perfect match. Before you were born, I jokingly told your mom that if she had a child, we'd arrange a marriage with Benjamin. Who would have thought later Andrew was born? We thought since you two were close in age, it might be even more suitable. Auntie, back then Andrew and I were just young and didn't know better. There was never any possibility. I understand. You're so much like your mother when she was young. She reminisced about the old days. Your mother was a hopeless romantic who decided your father was the one the moment she met him. Later she quit her job to become a housewife. Back when you were with Andrew, I was really worried you'd follow in her footsteps. But now I don't have to worry anymore. I understand Andrew. And I understand Benjamin even better. You two will only grow stronger together. Yes, we're together. And we'll keep getting better. As soon as these words were spoken, Benjamin and the others came down the stairs. Mr. Clement asked, what were you talking about? Mr. Clement, I was just chatting with Auntie for a while. He smiled. When you two get married later, you'll have to start calling him Dad. Andrew happened to hear this news when he came over. He smashed everything like a madman. You all lied to me. All of you. I ignored his madness any further. Walked over to hold Benjamin's hand. Let's go. On the way back, Benjamin and I took a stroll under the moonlight. I asked Benjamin how he managed to persuade his father to agree. I didn't expect him to give me a mysterious smile. He was never going to object in the first place. The Clement family is all in my hands. I have absolute power. So that's how it is. Seems I need to work hard on my career too. Looking forward to our great artist. I stopped and stood on tiptoe. By the way, were you hurt just now? Just now Andrew threw that punch with all his strength. Benjamin met my worried gaze and immediately clutched his left shoulder, saying, ouch, it hurts so much. I need a kiss to make it better. Benjamin, what kind of time is this for joking around? I'm fine. He pressed down on my hand as I tried to examine the wound. Clara, if you knew I lied to you, Andrew never said you two weren't compatible, would you be upset? When he asked that question, he didn't even dare to look me in the eyes. He won't. Why? Benjamin, I like your long-planned scheme. What's wrong with being a little scheming? Andrew refuses to accept the truth. He couldn't reach me, come directly to the studio to find me. Was blocked by Jamie at the door. Dogs aren't allowed in here. Andrew pleaded. Jamie, I beg you. I need to see Clara. I have something to say to her in person. No need. I really, truly never had anything with Heather. Never been together. It's just that she has depression. And I was afraid of worsening her condition. Jamie sneered. She's depressed. And you think your visit will cure her? Wow. What a medical miracle. A modern-day Nightingale. They should just put your statue at the hospital entrance so patients can bow to it and get healed. You're the one who can't get your priorities straight. Yet you shift the blame, letting two women fight over you and hurting both. If Heather ends up in trouble, are you just going to blame Clara for it? No, I don't mean to blame Clara. Leave now, or I'll call security. Andrew finally left. Only after he left did I come out. Gone. What? Are you reluctant to see him go? Clara, if you keep being love-struck, I'll... No. I shook my head. Dogs are allowed in our studio. But those who are worse than dogs are not. You really know how to insult someone. Benjamin found out about this. He went to find Andrew. I don't know what he said to him. Andrew didn't press further. When asked why, Benjamin said, I told him I'd cut off his funding and send him abroad. Ah, having money sure is nice. It's so easy to handle people. When others tease us about our arranged marriage, Andrew would coldly tell them to shut up. My salary card. Of course, my assets go far beyond this. There are also many fixed assets and investments. All yours. He planted a kiss. I am yours too. After more than a year of preparation, the gallery finally opened its doors. Many people came to show their support. Benjamin looked at everything before him and mysteriously asked me, do you want to have both love and career success? I didn't understand what he meant until he took out the engagement ring. Everything fell into place so naturally. At night, I nestled in Benjamin's arms, listening to him say, actually, I once dreamed that during that Mid-Autumn Festival argument, you didn't choose me. I obsessively imprisoned you, making sure you could only stay by my side. I was even willing to hurt you, to hurt myself. You would hate me deeply. In the dream, your gaze towards me was always filled with hatred. I woke up in a cold sweat. For me, it was truly a nightmare. Benjamin, I believe you wouldn't do that, because he wouldn't hurt me. Benjamin, thank you for carefully making your way to my side. Meeting you led me to a better version of myself.